Did you know that you can fail a driving test for one single mistake? People get really nervous in the beginning stages of the test, and as a result they let some important things slip their mind. Now, if you're doing the exercise left some behind, and when assessor asks you to stop on the side of the road, to park on the side of the road, then they're going to ask you to remember that spot and then to drive off, and at some point the assessor asks you to come back. Now, imagine if you stopped around there somewhere and assessor goes to, okay, now I'd like you to remember this spot here. We'll drive off, and at some point I'm going to ask you to come back here. Okay, so you do all of the indicators and blind spots. There's separate videos on indicating and blind spots and everything necessary in exercise left some behind, which I'm going to touch up here. As the candidate drove off, the assessor asked around there, I'd like you to go back to the house left some behind. So it was a perfect opportunity to use the driveway on the right hand side. Now, the candidate spotted the car coming from the opposite direction, but what happened? The candidate forgot to indicate right, and they basically just stopped around there. But in the meantime, there was a car that was coming from behind, and as the candidate did not have a right indicator on, the driver behind started to overtake, and at the same time the candidate started to turn into the driveway. The assessor had to brake, and that was immediate fail. There's absolutely nothing else he could do, because look, if you don't indicate, everyone behind you, if you slow down significantly, everyone behind you will assume you're going to be standing and potentially parking there, okay? If they started to proceed into the driveway, the other car would have already been in the process of overtaking them. So what the candidate should have done, when the assessor asked them to turn around and come back to the house, they should have indicated immediately, okay? And even, regardless of the situation, particularly if there's a car, so if they stood there to give way to the red car with an indicator on, clearly any driver that's coming from behind would wait. Imagine if someone hits you in your door. So the car doors are like cardboard, okay? So for that reason, they would have to look at these mistakes very seriously, okay? So the car door will not save life. Even if you get hit by a car at like 30 or 40 kilometres an hour, we're not talking 100 kilometres or so. But it is very important. So do use your indicators accordingly. Don't be late and don't be too early either. Do check your mirrors. So we also had a question, so what will happen if that person stopped there, realised that they forgot to indicate? Would they have to indicate and check the blind spot? Yes. In that situation, if they stopped on the side of the road without the indicator and then decided to turn right into that driveway, if they saw there's a car, they wouldn't even indicate. They would let them pass, and then after they've passed them, to check the mirror, indicate right, the blind spot, and then safely turn into the driveway. So really, once you stopped your vehicle, it would count as if you stopped on the side of the road, as if you parked. Check our playlist of videos relating the exercise left some behind. Once you stopped on the side of the road, every driver that's coming from behind would assume that you're standing there, that you parked. So never make that mistake. Even though it seems only one little stupid mistake, it can be very serious. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.